Welcome to
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? How you
I
doing?
talk about so many different things
How you
related to
been?
life and living and
What's
all the
going
things that
on?
go into unbelievable
What's
people
good?
and the stories of life.
Are you
Please
getting it
subscribe
in?
and check me out.
Somebody
Later
getting it
over
for
on
you?
YouTube and Facebook. And welcome
What's
to the
going
Gateway Clubhouse
on,
House. And
people?
follow me on Instagram. See you
Subscribe
later.
to my channel.
Okay, this story is about Devon Erickson. He's only 18 years old. I want to share this story with you. Now, allegedly, they're stating that this is a trans man. Colorado shooting, one of the suspects reportedly identified as a transgender. Now, this story is being reported as of May the 9th, 2019. Now, Devon Eckerson is one of the suspects in the shooting. One of the suspects in the school shooting in Colorado on Tuesday identified as a transgender according to the local reports. One person was killed, another 8 were injured on Tuesday when 2 students opened fire on STEM School Highlands Ranch outside of Denver. Both suspects in the shooting, Devon Erickson, 18 years old, and Alec McKinney, 16, appeared in court on Wednesday, were both also being linked to the LGBTQ community in subsequent as far as media reports. Now, screenshots of Erickson's Facebook page, which one of the teens' profile images containing a rainbow overlaid in celebration of Pride, according to the Denver Post. Erickson is also involved in the musical theater, one working with the vocal instructor. As far as Beatty is best friends with told the Post that Erickson wasn't bullied to his acknowledge. We would like to say so, and he so doesn't like me. We would like to say so and so doesn't like me. Betty said that, but didn't talk about anything beyond that. Kennedy appeared in court under the name of Meyer McKinney, but public defender told the court that his client prefers to be pronouns of called Alec, according to the Associated Press. Now, local ABC affiliates cited multiple sources close to the investigation saying that McKinney identifies as transgender and in the process of transitioning. The sources also reported said that the motive of the suspects beyond bullying at school and that the shooting was an act of revenge. Now, Tony Spurlock spoke to reporters as prior to McKinney appearance in court refused to comment on the youth's gender identity. Right now, it identifies that the individual as a female because when we were at Sportslock told reporter we originally thought the juvenile was male by appearance. The shooting at the STEM left one student, 18 years old, Kendrick Castro Costello, dead. Another student at the school, New Gio Solo, told ABC News today that one of the suspects entered the British literature's class and drew his weapon. Costello reportedly jumped towards the gunman and was shot and killed in the process of Gio Castro. Gio Cello said the actions allowed the other students to seek shelter under the desk and eventually escaped. McKinney is currently being held on suspicion of murder and attempted murder and is legally old enough to be tried as an adult under Colorado through the district attorney George has yet to decide whether to file adult charges. Now, Eckerson is being accused of one count of murder and further 29 accounts attempted murder, and both Eckerson and McKinner will appear again on court on Friday, with the charges are being expected to be filed. Okay. They said one person was killed and stuff, and 8 were injured on Tuesday. 2 students opened fire. So it's 2 people that shot. One was 16 and one was 18. The suspect reporter said that the motive beyond suspects being bullied at school and that is the shooting was act of revenge. Let me read that part again. The sources also reported said that the motive went beyond the suspect being bullied at school, and that the shooting was an act of revenge. So, let me just put this down for a second. Now, Devon, 18 years old, is basically going to be going to jail. Now, it's being stated that he was being bullied allegedly. And I guess he got someone else to do an act of revenge. Only 16 years old. They went into the school and they started shooting. Now, I'm not sure if the target was basically the young man that was killed, Costello, but he was murdered. And it's unfortunate. And the family in my prayers. You know, this is the thing. We get mad at people. We understand the bullying. We get it. We get it. Y'all are young. You cannot kill somebody because you don't like what they're saying to you. When you are a two-spirit woman or a two-spirit man, you cannot keep retaliating over people by killing them. Killing them is not going to take away the problem. You have to learn to develop a thick skin and stand in your truth. Unfortunately, that's the kind of world we live in. But you guys are just so young and stuff. Y'all not really getting the information as far as being strong within who you are. Because when you're strong within who you are, it doesn't affect you as badly. It may hurt a little bit, but when you have a support system around you, you can kind of talk your way through it. When you're hurting, you have to contact somebody, say, listen, I'm being hurt. This person really bothered me. And you contact them and you let them know that you're being hurt and y'all talk it out. And if it gets too bad, you contact your parents. You let your parents know who is hurting you at work or, excuse me, at school. Your parents will diligently get to that school to make sure that child does not get any type of danger. Your parents want you to come home. Nobody parents wants to hear the phone call that the kid was murdered in school. And God forbid if they want to hear the phone call that the killer was their child. In order to be trans, you have to develop thick skin, especially in this world in the beginning. You have to learn how to hear and don't hear. What one person think about you is none of your business. You can't make people like who you are. You can't make people understand where you're coming from. But you can practice ignore. You keep on going down the hall and paying no mind. And if it get that bad, contact your principal. Let your principal contact your mother. And y'all get together with the person that's bothering you and y'all sit down in a meeting. And this way, we don't have to go through this. Kendrick Costello, 18 years old, is murdered now. And for what? For what? They said he uses his body to save the other people. Now this woman's baby is dead. This woman's baby is dead. And for what? We don't even know if he was actually the target as far as being murdered, but he's murdered. He probably jumped away the one you really want to get. You didn't get him. But look what happens. This is why you do not bring guns to school. This is why it's important that you need to be more active as far as being talkative when someone is bothering you. Stop killing younger people inside of your schoolroom. If you have parents and stuff, tell your parents, let your parents contact the office. Y'all sit down and meet with the principal, their parent, and your parent. Because a lot of times people don't really be knowing what you little guys over there is going through in high school. Tell your parents, then your parents get in touch with the school. Your school was getting in touch with the other parent. Y'all always sit down together. The person that's bullying you, if this is accurate, and y'all can have the conversation. And the cell phones will be exchanged. When I say that, that means that when your parent will exchange cell phone numbers with the person that's bullying you, and they'll have a conversation. Listen, my son just said he was bullied again in school. We need to have another conversation. And if you have a parent that's really active as far as saying, well, okay, let's go take them together, let's find out what's going on. And they get both of y'all butts to make sure y'all can correct this problem. People shouldn't have to have bloodshed at the school. No children should be traumatized as far as watching someone young like them being murdered. This is going to take with them forever. Anyway, like I said before, subscribe to my channel. I want your feedback on this. And like I understand, some people are not going to be able to see this message, and the family in my prayers as far as the ones being murdered, and as far as the children that's had to, have this be a part of their growing up, to see somebody murdered right before their eyes and being shot at. This is a devastating thing. We have to do better, people, especially if he's allegedly is from the LGBTQ. But like I said before, comment below, know how you feel about this. Like, subscribe, share, let you know I love you, and thank you for watching. Catch the rain.